G'day guys, what's cracking? It's Ralph here, and I am at Point Vernon. Talk about the sexiest name for a beach you've ever heard. Now, this is really interesting. There's all these leading lines, if you can see them. Look at this, all these leading lines, and they're all leading not to where the sun's coming up. You see the sun's coming up there, and they're leaning that way. So it's been a bit of a challenge to know what composition to take, and there's a couple of choices. You can go right over here and get stuck into those strong leading lines, but again the sun is setting too far that way, so there's that option. What Pete's going to do, Pete just shooting rocks. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've told him let's not go there. He's going to shoot into the contrast and these golden fascia of the rocks, because the sun's coming in and it's just glowing here, and you've got this contrast between black and gold. And I've been pondering what I should do, and even though he's like smack bang in the center of my frame, which he doesn't seem too concerned about, I said it's alright, I'll Photoshop him out. I've got this. First of all, the sun is just here. I've got a 14mm on, and this current lens is equivalent to about a 24mm. So it's much wider, so it'll shoot more that way and more that way, more up and down. There are a little bit of clouds in the sky, so it'll be interesting to see if they catch some colour highlights and what they look like. But what I like about this is I'm going to shoot from about here, and all this reflective water will reflect whatever's happening in the sky. And so hopefully I'll get like a double sunset. A double sunset, I know. But that's not the only aspect of the shot. As you can see, that's my composition. And what I really like is there are leading lines that are leading you into the drama of the scene. Now the sun creates the drama. The sun is just here and it's falling that way, so I should get a nice orange glow. These should glow, and I should get some reflections in the pond. So that's what I've settled with. In terms of settings, I might go up to like a 13 or a 14, because I want to slow my shutter speed down as much as I can to smooth out the water. You see the water's there? So I really want smoothed out water. And because this lens, interesting fact, has I think that's called concave, it means that it won't fit my filter kit on it, which is totally fine, but it means because I don't have the benefit of using a filter kit, say a graduated filter that cuts the horizon, so the sky is a different sort of exposure to the ground, and I can put longer on the ground and get the water smoothed out. Because I don't have that luxury, I'm going to have to shoot it all on a slower shutter speed to smooth out this water that's pretty smooth, except the wind just keeps on. So if I take it on a fast shutter speed, if I take it on more than, say, half a second, that won't look smooth, and I want it to look really glassy smooth, so that I can get the most bang for my buck out of the sky. That all makes sense? So now we're just going to wait and see what happens. Hopefully it lives up to expectation. At the moment the sun is so bright that you can't see any of the detail in the sky, which is a really fascinating thing. Often you can see what the sky is going to do, but there's some low cloud, which I don't know if that's going to stuff up the sun, it's going to mask the sun if there's a gap below it. There's a bit of smoke there, so we might get a super hazed sun. We might not get anything at all. I might have to change my composition mid-compo. So we'll see, but it is beautiful to be here. This is our last night in Hervey Bay. It's a stunning location. You have to come here. If you're a photographer and you're heading north, it's past the Sunshine Coast on the east coast of Australia, and it is well worth a look, is Hervey Bay. It's one of the gems, the hidden gems of our beautiful country. Now obviously everyone's going to know about it, rank it for everybody else, but got to share the love, right? Every so often, you have a night that promises everything and then gives you a big kick in the breadbasket. Look at it. See, what's happening is whilst the sun looks okay there, it's not at its most magnificent and will be in about 10 minutes. And you've only got that tiny slither of pink on the horizon that's not going to be enough to shine the rays of it through. So if we look here, we've got kind of like, it's okay, but it's just okay. It's what's otherwise known as not a folio piece, not a portfolio piece. My beard is looking glorious. You don't have to wear face masks up here because it's not on the Gold Coast, and so the beard is just breathed. Look, gosh, it looks scrappy, doesn't it? Does it look scrappy? What do you think of my beard? Put in the comments below. There's a bit of a petition floating around about whether it should be shaved off or not. Let me know what you think. I'd be very keen to hear, and may completely disobey whatever the general consensus is. However, fascinating to know. Look at this, it's got these beautiful pinks in the sky. These beautiful pinks in the sky kind of coming across here, which contrast beautifully with the blue, so the colour contrast is just glorious. But it needs to have the wow factor, and that needs the sun, because the sun would light up all these rocks with golden colour, so it would just spill in here, as well as if there was some cloud up here, you get like this ceiling of light, a little bit like you're seeing over here, but far more dramatically. So that's a little bit of a insider's look about how sunsets and sunrises work. Some cloud is good. You want high cloud and not heaps of it, but enough for the sun to work with and highlight or use as a reflector. And it reflects colour of high cloud, and it creates highlight on low cloud, providing the cloud is thin. And here comes my support. He's like a mountain goat. You think you're a mountain goat? What? Are you a mountain goat? No. He's not keen on that either though. Oh man, total fizzer. But I'm going to put the video up anyway because I think it's important for us photographers to get out there regardless, but also to think about compositions that might work. And honestly, at the moment, without any sun and without any light, there's not going to be any composition that works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it up here, and I'm going to put up next the very best photo I get out of tonight, regardless of how ordinary and rubbish and garbage it is. Does that sound alright? Can we work with that? If you like this video, please subscribe. If you didn't, if you're like, oh, you've done better than this, Ralph. Well, if you've watched a couple already, what are you doing? Subscribe, get in to be part of the fun, part of the party. Join below, become part of the creative crew. There's a Facebook page too. I'd love to see some of your creativity and some of your photos. So join that, and that's me. See ya.